Hey, today is Friday, June 5th. It's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out this week as we talk about the first fruit of the Spirit, love. Next week, we move into Nehemiah 8:10. For 1 week, we'll be looking at joy. Joy is great. So you're going to learn a lot about joy. Hopefully, you've learned a lot about love out of 1 Corinthians 13. The scriptures for this whole series are Galatians 5:22 and 23. So we're at love first, that's the foundation. Then we're moving into joy. Today I'm outside the courthouse of Waxahachie. To my left is a heart, because there's like a love campaign going on in Waxahachie, which I think is great. The movie was shot here years ago, Places in the Heart, so they're doing a takeoff of that. Right now, in national politics and in law enforcement, we're seeing our love being tested. There's obviously been a lack of love. And when you don't have love, you have all kind of problems. When you have something that masquerades as love, you have this nasty, moldy strawberry that nobody wants. Really, nobody wants a part of what's been going on lately. It's corrupt. So let's get rid of that. We want this, the real thing. The edible, good fruit. That's what you want. So, with that in mind, we're going to talk today, verse 7 of 1 Corinthians 13, about love. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Tonight, Russell Wood will be joining me live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time from Minneapolis. He's been there this week ministering to people who, all the races, just ministering to people who have experienced the devastation. The epicenter is in Minneapolis. So tonight, we're going to talk about relational miracles, relational healing. And I think it's going to be so important. If you have time, if you can get on, if you have friends that are interested in this, we're going right to the epicenter. He's going to show us what's going on there. It's going to be palpable. But in this season, true love will protect, it will trust, it will hope, and it will persevere. And so let's talk about that for a minute. True love always protects. You know, if you love somebody, they shouldn't be afraid of you. I remember several years ago, our kids were little, Nehemiah and Eden. Nehemiah was probably about 7 or 8, so I would have put Eden at about 3 or 4. They were in the back seat, yelling, kind of fighting, not listening. We have pulled the car over before and taken care of business, but I was like, hey, y'all stop that right now. You know, we're driving. Shelly's telling them, stop it, it's too loud. And I turned to her and I was like, they're not even afraid of us. And Nehemiah said, Dad, are we supposed to be afraid of you? Wasn't that great? Our kids weren't afraid of us because they love us. And we never disciplined out of anger. We always disciplined in love. So love always protects, always protects. So whoever you love and whoever you show love to, they should never feel afraid of you. Secondly, love always trusts. It trusts that there is more and there is better. It doesn't look for the negative. It trusts in the promise that you have with that partner, with that friendship, with that child, with that spouse. It trusts for the best. It's akin to hope. So love always trusts. Well, what if someone's lied to me? Well, we talked about that already. When lying enters into a relationship, everything stops and you deal with it because you tell them, I want to trust you, but to trust you, you can't lie to me. And so you establish the boundaries of love, but when those boundaries are set, you trust. You trust because it's safe to trust. Thirdly, love always hopes. Right now, true love in our nation is hoping for peace. You may say, we'll never arrive at it. We'll never find God's answer. Well, that's not true. I think there is an answer. I think right now what we're seeing, without really getting political, is people are saying, all races are saying, there needs to be a shakeup in law enforcement of what's happening and the way things are done and the way people are treated. Yes, we need law enforcement. Yes, we need laws. Yes, we need everything that we have, but there needs to be maybe a correction in the way things are administered. We see that. That's why people are protesting. It's unfortunate that it's turned into looting and violence. That's the bad side. That's that ugly fruit I threw away. That's not love. But love wants to hope for the best. So we fix that, and then we look at the pain of the looting and all of the killings and everything that's associated, and we think, let's do better. let's learn from this and not repeat this, because that's love in action, hoping for a better day. So true love hopes. You need another bite of this. And then it always perseveres. Love goes the extra mile. Jesus told his disciples, someone wants your coat, give them your inner coat. If someone wants you to walk a mile with them, walk 2 miles. Go above and beyond. Persevere. Go the long haul. Go the long distance in love. Love outperforms. That's just what it does. Because God loved the world so much, he gave his only son. I mean, it was enough for him to love and create the world and create Adam and Eve. And then he thought, now I'll just kind of get to fellowship with them. But his love persevered to the point that he had to send his only son to bring everything back into focus. So we learn God is love, and from God we learn all these things. So here's what we've learned this week. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it's not proud, it does not dishonor others, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs, it does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth, and today it always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. So continue to love, continue with the strawberries, and next week we move into joy. So it's going to be great. Look at Nehemiah chapter 8. Get familiar with that. We'll be in and out of Nehemiah chapter 8, especially verse 10. Love you guys.